Out, Dallas Kelly out, Marquise Simmons out, Randall Telfer out, Devon Flournoy out, George Farmer out, and Junior Palme did some stuff and then came out with his foot again. We didn't go very long today, didn't tackle today, just trying to stay with the theme of staying healthy and being able to still get some stuff done without the tackling aspects.
What happened to Flournoy?
Flournoy got tackled from behind and had a high ankle sprain.
Were a lot of those passes to Marquise, were they just off, or was he just not having his best day?
Yeah, I don't think he had his best day. You know, very unusual for him. You know, he kind of carries the offense in practice lately, and he was just a little bit off today.
So how disappointing is it with Trey suffering that injury? You know, it seemed like the experiment was going extremely well.
Yeah, extremely disappointing. You know, probably one of the most valuable guys on our team as of last week, because we have a lot of great players, but sometimes we have some guys that are similar to them. We don't have anybody like him, nor do we have anybody coming in really like him. And so to have a big guy that was running 4.5 electronic with his hands, you know, it was really unique, and it was a great experiment. And unfortunately, he won't be here this year for us.
What kind of role could he have played on this fall? I mean, it's hypothetical and a moot point, but what kind of role could he have had?
Well, we had seen his growth, you know, just such little time at the position after spring break. I think the sky was the limit, and it will be when he comes back. I think he'll be a great player. You know, I think that we saw a lot of his running style like Lindell White with longer speed and really good hands, and did a bunch of Wildcat stuff with him. So it's disappointing because, like I said, we don't have anybody like him to replace him with.
So go ahead.
So would he stay at running back, or would this too soon to tell, or he's for sure a running back?
He's definitely running back, yes.
Did you have an MVP of the day?
Yeah, Jack was the MVP there because he knocked the ball down there at the end against Marquise, so we gave him credit for covering Marquise. But it was covered too, so.
Where do you go from here at running back as far as the number 3 guy and depth and so forth?
Well, you know, we had Buck out here today finally. He's not completely healthy, but at least he was out here. We don't know very much about him. You know, he's been hurt for so much time while he's been here, so you know, this last week will be big for him.
Did Trey's injury accelerate his appearance here today? I mean, would he have been out here otherwise?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think that had anything to do with it. You know, I think that he just was finally where he could do more stuff. He's been doing a little bit of stuff, and you know, we're going to need somebody. You know, whether it's him or whether it's Nelson coming in, you know, who has had some running back background.
So at this point, is it just kind of with a week to go, just get through this without losing anyone else of value? Or
I don't think that's exactly the mentality, but I think as you've seen in general in our team, we haven't tackled very much at all. You know, just with our numbers where they're at, where they're going to be at for the next few years, you know, we'll maintain that philosophy and then just tackle more individually in drills with our down the line guys.
So you are going to give Nelson a look to some extent at running back when he comes in?
I think so. You know, to see, we know that he can do some stuff back there, and you know, that would give us somebody that we know has hands out of the backfield, because we did have him in camp a year ago, so we've seen some of that stuff.
Is there another player you would consider putting over in the backfield?
Pardon?
Is there another player you would consider either on defense or on offense?
I don't think so. I've kind of looked through it. I don't really see anybody, you know, except for Jaleel coming in, you know, who's a fullback but could be a big tailback.
Is Nelson a Wildcat candidate too a little bit?
He is. You know, he can throw the ball well and good hands, and you know, he would definitely fit that. Or that's really not, you know, DJ or Curtis. That's not who they are.
There's some parallels with Brian Bachman's story to Curtis McNeil's, kind of, you know, he's someone who's kind of academically in trouble and has made a comeback.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, still has some work to go. You know, has to finish strong this semester and potentially in summer school to make sure that he's eligible, just like Curtis had to. You know, but Brian is playing well out here for us, and for a light kid, he plays big, so it'd be good to have him.
Is there a chance they'll walk on tailback like Cameron Germany or Taylor Ross gets an opportunity this upcoming season?
I don't know. You know, we'll look at that in camp. They'll have to do a little bit more with how the other guys develop once they get here.
Okay.